Welcome into the Chiefs Report. I am your host, Harrison Graham. Mailbag time on today's show. Thanks to everybody who submitted their questions using hashtag Chiefs. Couldn't get to all of them, so if you want to be on our next mailbag, submit more questions on today's video. We'll try and answer those next time we do one of these. Let's start with Aidan Whiting, as he used hashtag Chiefs, saying, what are the odds the Chiefs only play their next two games, or that they get to play their next two games between the Raiders and the Bills? This is obviously a question in response to all the coronavirus stuff circulating through the National Football League. So let's just get you caught up on the latest. So Chiefs and Raiders, as of now, still set to happen on Sunday. That is the latest. I fully expect that game to happen Sunday at noon. Mo Hurst tested positive for Las Vegas. Hadn't been any positives yet. The Chiefs continue to be negative, so that game is in really good shape. As far as the Bills game go, look for that game to be pushed back to next Sunday. ESPN Adam Schefter announced that Bills-Titans Week 5 will be played this upcoming Tuesday, which means Thursday Night Football could not happen. Too quick of a turnaround for the Bills. So that game will be played next Sunday. So 2 straight Sunday games here for the Chiefs after 2 straight Monday games. Benefits the Chiefs, quite frankly, because otherwise they were going to have to play 3 games in 10 days. Before we get to our next question here, use hashtag trade for an upcoming trade mailbag. I mentioned, if you didn't get on the show, you can use hashtag trade. We'll do a trade mailbag coming up next week. Trade deadline less than a month away, so let's get your best trade ideas on the show. If we get enough good ones, we'll do a Q&A for you guys. So use hashtag trade and get those questions in right now. All right, Zyod A, hashtag Chiefs. How to stop the Bills in Week 6. Chiefs played the teams which like to run the ball, mostly Ravens, Patriots, Raiders as well, which will be in Week 5. Our DBs, are they ready to stop the receiving yards leader? He's obviously referring to Stefon Diggs. Technically, he's second in receiving now after Allen Robinson played his Week 5 game against the Buccaneers on Thursday night. But as of now, through 4 weeks, it was Stefon Diggs. Over 400 yards, over 100 yards a game receiving. He's been really good with Josh Allen. This Chiefs secondary has been balling out, though. Despite the injuries, Rashad Fenton stepped up. Charvarius Ward is back. You got Bashad Breeland back this week. I think this Chiefs defense continues to step up to the challenges that they have been presented with, and I don't think that would be any different upcoming against Buffalo here in about a week and a half. I think that'll be a good test for Kansas City, but I think it will be a test that they will be able to pass. Now, if you want to make some money, you want to bet on Chiefs Raiders, bet on Chiefs Bills, any game this season, any NFL game, NBA, Major League Baseball playoffs, whatever it is, go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Our partners, BetUS, they're going to hook you up with a 125% deposit bonus when you use that promo code Chiefs125. So go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Plug in that promo code Chiefs125, put down $100. They're going to give you an additional $125 for free. And if you follow all those steps and place a bet, you new customers only, this promo only applies for you guys. If you've already signed up, this will not apply. But you guys can get a free Chiefs jersey. Sign up, deposit, place a bet, email us, chiefs@chatsports.com to redeem. This promo deal is only for new customers only. So if you've been on the fence, if you're like, I don't know, now, no time like the present, right? Chiefs@chatsports.com. After you deposit and place a bet, new customers only, we'll hook you guys up with a brand new Chiefs jersey. All right, let's go to our next question. GS Caesar AQTYT. Hey, Harrison, which teams are you most concerned about the Chiefs going 16-0? So we'll just sprint through the schedule here real quick. Obviously a 4-0 start after wins against the Texans, Chargers, Ravens, and Patriots. You look at this next chunk here. The Bills, if it was still on Thursday Night Football, would have been really challenging. But now that it's going to be normal rest for the Chiefs, I actually like their chances to win that game. I still think that's probably the hardest game left on the schedule. I don't worry about the Raiders, Broncos, or Jets. Don't worry about Carolina in Week 9. So if you get through Buffalo, I think the Chiefs will be 9-0. Maybe the Bucs in Week 12 on the road. They looked pretty human against the Bears the other night. And then you look at the final stretch. I mean, maybe in the Superdome. Maybe. Like, look, chances are the Chiefs are going to lose to somebody. I'm not naive. This is the National Football League. But you can't rule out the possibility of 16-0. That schedule is not that difficult for any team, much less the defending Super Bowl champs. So, look, I'll ask you guys, what is the toughest game left on the schedule? We'll make this the pinned comment on today's video. I still think it's Buffalo on the road next week, but that game got a lot easier not being on Thursday night. So let me know, what is the toughest game left on the schedule? Eric O'Connor next up here. How long is L'Jarius Sneed going to be out? Will we be a top 5 defense when he and Chris Jones return? And he's saying they will be. I'm not ready to go top 5, but I think top 10. I think they're top 10 right now, and that's all you need to be with this Chiefs offense. Obviously, Sneed going down is a bummer, not only for him but for the team. But you got Breeland back. Ward is back and playing. And Rashad Fenton has stepped up. He's played really, really well. The only question I have is whether or not L'Jarius Sneed will be a starter once everybody returns. That's the question we all want to know, right? Because all of a sudden, this Chiefs defense, they got options on the back end, and that is not something I anticipated. Forgive me for wondering whether or not L'Jarius Sneed and Rashad Fenton, 4th and 6th round picks, would play at a high level, but Spags has these boys playing really, really well, so hopefully that happens. Before we get to our next question, subscribe to the Chiefs Report. I'm busting it, getting videos out for you guys every single day, or just about every single day. We didn't have one the last couple of days, so I came in early today, wanted to get a video out. The link is below. It's youtube.com/ChiefsTV. We're like 85 subscribers away from 8,000. I think we can get there on today's video. So hit that big red button and subscribe today. Turn on notifications, hit that bell after you subscribe. That way you always get notified when a video goes up on the channel. You don't want to miss any of our stuff. If you love the Chiefs, we think we're the channel for you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, Takoda Leach, do you think Bieniemy will leave for a head coaching position after this season? He should have about 2 years ago, but for some reason, teams don't want to hire this guy. Let me be very clear, because I'm going to be very clear. Eric Bieniemy deserves to be a head coach. Why? Because Andy Reid continues to tell us that he deserves to be, and I trust Andy Reid. And 2, you listen to Reid and Mahomes and these Chiefs players talk about Bieniemy. Andy Reid gets all the credit. Bieniemy's just as impactful for how successful Mahomes and this offense has been. I worry about that Texans job opening up. They would be stupid to not try and hire Bieniemy. I think if he wants to be a head coach this next season, he will be. But hey, maybe he wants to stick around and be the head coach of the Chiefs one day. Will Eric Bieniemy be a head coach next season? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Unfortunately for the Chiefs, I think the answer is going to be yes, but good for him. He deserves it, and I think he will be this next season. Christopher Von Huff, what would be more impactful to the Chiefs I came at 350-pound, space heater, defensive tackle, blah, 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 a lot of draft questions there. Get Tyler Shelvin. Didn't want to read all that. Look, bottom line, I know you guys have been sending me mock draft questions and stuff like that. I'm going to do a mock draft later this month as promised, so stay tuned for that. As far as if they could use a defensive tackle or a linebacker to pair with Willie Gay, I actually think another linebacker would be nice because Anthony Hitchens and Damian Wilson, they're not going to play forever. I don't see the Chiefs re-signing those guys when their contracts run out, so ideally you'd get another linebacker there. I'm intrigued by Tyler Shelvin. I think I mocked him maybe in my last mock draft that we did. I'm not sure. I'd have to go double check, but that would be something interesting for sure. I'll take a closer look at some draft stuff over the next few weeks. Obviously, I'm focused on the current season, but I promised you guys I'd get another mock draft out. Another reason to subscribe, so hit that button, share that link with a friend. It's youtube.com/ChiefsTV. Big game on Sunday, Chiefs versus Raiders. We'll have analysis after the game. Check that out, be subscribed, and go Chiefs.